hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video. Today, the 27th of August 2023. Today, the Moogle event kicked off, the latest Moogle event, as well as the Rising event celebrating 10 years of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. The 10th anniversary is upon us, and with that, the new Moogle Tome event has two brand new rewards, which we didn't really get access to look at in the previous video. If you're interested in looking at any of the other rewards on the Moogle vendors at all, I do actually have a video I'll link at the top of the description of this video that actually shows everything. I do that every single time as one of these events, whether it's helpful or not. I like to do it. So let's have a look at these two items then. So I've saved up 112 of these new tomes. You can get these by doing a plethora of things. My advice to you would be to do some PvP, kill two birds with one stone, maybe do some Aglyre and some dungeons like that, some alliance raids, things like that, so that you can get some coins for the upcoming patches. But really my advice would be a mix of everything, right? Mix and match to prevent boredom. Me personally, it's kind of one of those do as I say, not what I do moments, because I spent the entirety of today doing 8 runs of Praetorium, pretty much back to back with a couple of breaks here and there, which gave me 112 tomes exactly. Now, why didn't I just do 7 runs? Well, that wouldn't have given me exactly the amount to get these two items. In fact, I would have been at 99 tomes and would have still needed to have done something anyway. So I was like, it's fine. Let's just do 8 runs. Let's watch some YouTube and we'll get our tomes. And then we'll purchase both the Adventurer plate, which is the new item, the 10th anniversary plate, which we'll also be looking at in this video, as well as the Fat Cat Parasol, which I'm super hyped to have a look at. My kitty cat parasol was finally mine. All right, here we are in the most befitting stage, I think you'll agree, for the Rising 2023. Let's have a look at the items then, the brand new items, the things that most people will be going for. First of all, the Fat Cat Parasol then. It says a charming parasol that's perfect for lounging about in the sun after filling your belly to bursting. Used to acquire a Fat Cat Parasol. So if you have had lots of barbecues this summer, hopefully you have. We haven't had that many over here in England where I live because it's been bloody rainy all the time. And this is what that looks like then. As you can see on the image, it's like any other parasol, essentially, structurally, functionally, comes with a rain check and umbrella dance emotes, of course, but the real meat and potatoes is in what it looks like. Now, we saw this briefly in the imagery before, so let's have a look at this then. So exclusively prior to this event, you could get this. Very, very hard to get, but you could have got this if you had been included as a winner in any of the more recent event stuff, like so for furnishing designs and stuff like that. I'm not sure entirely which ones. The things that stand out to me the most are probably the paw print on the bottom of the bit that you put your hand on, the handle. Is that what you're going to call that? With a wooden spine going up with spokes. Can you tell I don't know what the words are of any parts of an umbrella? And someone is going to go in the comment section to say, actually, that's the left-handed sprocket paw print or something. I don't know. I'm making stuff up, but so are they usually. Look at the texture on this though. It's a nice fabric. We've got these big ears either side of a big kitty cat face. I do love Fat Cat stuff. When they do furnishings or when the mount came out, it was just awesome, honestly. And then on the back of this is the most adorable little ball tail, which is just fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I haven't seen many people in the game with this. I've seen a couple of people with this prior to the event. Those lucky people who have created wondrous things on various contests and things like that and change our pose, right? So, of course, rain check. We're looking for rain. It's usually raining in Uldar. It's only a matter of time before it rains again. And, of course, we have the fantastic dance, which is made even more fantastic for the fact that it's very clearly a Fat Cat umbrella or parasol. I don't know. It's really cool, isn't it? I would like one day for the ability to dye parasols, but I'm not going to die on a hill asking for that. I'm quite happy that they've gone with dual dye palettes for furnishings in the future in 7.x and of course outfits as well. I think it looks really cool, actually. I'm quite pleased with this one as this giant guy tries to stand on me. I do like having it over the shoulder pose, actually, which I had to wait a few extra seconds for it to get to that point. But of course, There's a static one. And then there's also this one on the other shoulder. It's a really nice bit of kit, isn't it? It is really nice. Very impressed with that one. The other item then that we should look at before we wrap this up, 10-year anniversary framers kit in celebration of 10 years of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It says tools for enhancing a portrait used to unlock embellishments fit for those who wish to celebrate a decade of adventure. This includes portrait elements, so background, frame and accent, as well as plate elements, base plate, top border, plate, frame and accent. So both your portraits and your adventure plate has those modifications. So let's have a look, of course, first at the adventurer plate. This is my fairly bog standard creepy one that I put together with bits and pieces from the recent deep dungeon. Let's go on plate design then, and there should be just a drop down for this, literally 10-year anniversary. So that's what that looks like in its completion. I quite like that actually, and of course there are different elements from this as well that you could totally change. It doesn't come with an overlay backing or anything like that. It is just a border, i.e. top border, 10-year anniversary base plate, and of course the plate frame, if I could speak, and the accent, which of course you can switch out to whatever you want. So if you don't want a 10th anniversary on there, it is a nice frame. It is really, really nice. I would definitely pick this one up. It's only 10 tomes. Not really breaking the bank in that regard. I do like the frame, actually. That is quite nice. The top border is okay. It is just a banner. I'd probably not have that personally. And yeah, you can still apply your bottom borders and things to it if you've collected any on the way as well. Not too bad. With this then, let's have a look, since we've saved that now, at the portrait itself. So let's go on our White Mage portrait. I don't know when I did that particular portrait, but that's hilarious. So for the preset then, it should be here. Yeah, 10-year anniversary. And this comes, of course, with the accent down here, the frame itself, which, as you can see, is a circular fashion, and the background, which you can't see because Meoni's in the way, is this absolutely adorable Moogle, which is from the 10th anniversary. I think the background is probably the most standout part of this, and of course mixing and matching is totally possible. But the problem is incorporating that whilst also having my picture, incorporating my character is going to be tricky to pull off unless I zoom her all the way out or something. I don't know, because there's limitations on where you can have your character in the frame, right? That's a really strange portrait. Let's just put Meoni behind the anniversary logo so we could preview this on the plate, which is going to look absolutely ridiculous now. Oh yeah, we have to change the plate in here, don't we? Actually, there we go. Foolish Meoni. Let's move me out the way. Just about. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Doesn't look weird at all. Oh, all right. She's got to be in. Yeah, your face actually has to be in the picture, doesn't it? I forgot about that. There we go. That'll do. So that's basically what you'd get. Only obviously your character would be up there. That's quite cool. I like that. That's not bad for 10. But I think the real meat and potatoes of this obviously is going to be the 100 tome reward Parasol, which is just a must-have, in my opinion. I don't think it's necessarily the hardest thing to farm for. 100 tomes isn't that bad. It's not easily cheesable this time with something like, Blue Mage. Unfortunately, it is fun to have Blue Mage functionality in these Moogle events. It kind of brings them to life. But I had fun anyway, regardless of me basically watching YouTube and doing Praetorium. But I'd like to think of it the other way, that at least I helped a group of sprouts, which I did. Nearly everybody was a sprout or a returner, get through the MSQ. And that's, I suppose that's the real silver lining. But I'll probably end up doing a ton of PvP and things anyway. But anyway, let me know if you've got these yet, if you plan to get them, and if this was indeed helpful. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.